Folks, welcome into the Crossing Swords second intermission report. I don't know what the hell there is to talk about. The Buffalo Sabres can't figure things out. They don't even know how to get shots on net through this Islanders defense. They're pretty much just allowing the Sabres to pass it around, do whatever they want, because they know they can't get a shot on net because the way the Islanders are just breaking down right in the slot in front of the net. But Kanzi, we're here, we're back. Sabres still down 2-0 and can't figure anything out.
I agree with Wake Jenkins here. Yes. What's that song by the Wedding Singer? God, kill me now.
Will somebody
somebody kill me, please.
Hey guys,
on my knees. Pretty.
Yeah, I
Literally.
feel like Adam Sandler right now, and I'm a dramatic person. I show my emotions. If you didn't catch the last intermission, that's just who I am. But I got to be honest with you guys. Like, winter sucks as is, and this global pandemic sucks as is. And the one enjoyable thing about the winter always for me is hockey, and just having a team in the area that's just been so bad for so long. It comes to a head, and there's nothing holding you back. And I watch this team. I watch Eichel come out. I watch him come off the bench skating like a bat out of hell, trying to figure something out. And then there's Kyle Okposo, the pylon, out there on the ice too. So this team just needs a reset button. I don't know where, how, or what we're going to do. But somebody click the reset button on this franchise because I want to forget the last 10 years of this franchise. Like bad.
Yeah, I literally watched every single game during the tank seasons. I didn't care, watched all of them. And to be honest, I don't know if I care about watching their next game. I don't at all.
By the way, guys, sorry to interrupt you, Ty. Like, when we say these things, we don't hate the team, okay? Because I think a lot of people think, like, we hate the team. We say these things because we're tired. We're tired of losing. Like, we're sick of being the losers and the laughingstock of the NHL. Go ahead, Ty. My apologies, buddy. I'm sorry. I just had to say that.
No. It's exactly what it is. Like, we're tired of losing. Like, we were okay with doing it to get things right. But when you still can't figure it out over and over again, when you're still going to blame the star players, when if you look at the results, look at the numbers, look at it, the counting stats, you look at the advanced stats, who have been your best players, whether it's Jack Eichel, Sam Reinhart, et cetera. So you can blame them as much as you want, but they're not getting good guys around them. They're not being surrounded with players who are going to make them better. Which is the big problem. Like, you need to help each other and figure things out. And Dwayne, the team is just not being put in that situation right now.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Yep, that'll do, Pig. That'll do.
It is what it is.
Good.
I
don't know, man.
It's so hard to care right now. Like,
here's the thing, like, Ty, I do care. I care so much. And, like, sometimes I was a good friend of my buddy Greg, a conversation with a good friend of mine, my buddy Greg, friend of the program of Studio D over there on Diane. And he told me, like, I think you just need to find other things to care about because, like, this team's just going to keep breaking your heart. And it's just so, like, true. It's so true. Like I but here's the thing, man. Like, when you don't have much of anything else, especially during a pandemic, like, just the last 10 to 20 years, the Sabres have always been a constant for me. Like, they've always been there, and playing as hard as they could and working as hard as they could. And, even if they weren't that good, like, at least you were entertained and at least you knew they were busting their asses and they weren't, they just weren't collecting a paycheck. And there's just too many players in this team just collecting a paycheck. They're just there. Like, it's what it is.
Exactly. And we got our train wreck sports doctor chiming in. Where does the spark come from? The only spark I could think of is putting Dwayne in net because he actually cares about winning and this team getting to the playoffs and breaking the streak because we're on pace to tie the longest playoff drought. And Dewey, Rob, in hockey, parity's at an all-time high. And to be doing this right now, it's worse than the Bills streak, in my opinion. And it might only get worse for us.
Yeah, I mean, if you've seen, I forgot who posted it. It might have been Maniac, but he posted that the Sabres have hockey. The longest drought is only like 8 years. that is completely different from any other sport where there's teams going like 20 years. So if you see a team in hockey going that long with the drought, there's something wrong going on, and there's got to be a change way up top for you guys.
No, absolutely. And you saw what happened when Garth Snow was allowed to just sort of do whatever he wanted, and he ruined that organization. And we've seen these general managers and everyone else come in and just be given free reign to sort of do whatever they want, because I don't think Kim and the Pagulas really knew how to run a franchise. I think they got lucky here, stumbling into Sean McDermott and Brandon Bean, two guys who are just very trustworthy people.
Don't tweet that out.
And
Don't
everything else. I don't. I mean, you look at their other hires, failures. I mean, besides that, like before them, they failed before that on the football side. So it's not like they have a great track record of bringing in people who are proven to be able to put together winning teams. Like, it's not just knowing the game well or having been around it. You have to know so much more and how to control people and get the most out of them. And it just seems like no matter who we bring in here at the top, they're just not the people to get the most out of the talent. And that's what hurts me the most, because the talent is here. Like, I think if you took Chad D, Anthony, me, and maybe one or two other hockey minds, we could probably collectively run this team and get to the playoffs within 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, sick, dude. Thanks
Without
for
a
that.
doubt.
No, we're gonna be Dwayne. We're gonna be playing.
Dwayne, you're our goalie.
Yeah,
I'm
the enforcer. I'm gonna be chucking nucks, gassing beers and chucking nucks, man.
Hey, listen, I'll sell tickets.
I mean, we can get you in. Like, yeah, let us run the team. We got it. I mean, Dwayne, I know you were thinking about that fan engagement too. You could be the fan engagement e-bug. I think that would be the perfect role for you.
If the team mascot becomes Dwayne, I want to be the person in the Dwayne suit.
Yeah. Fire Sabretooth, fire Okposo, fire everybody, dude. Just fire all.
It's it's just, I don't know. You see them improve analytically, and they have another decent period. But that's just because the Isles, again, sitting back and literally just taking the slot away from you, taking any good attempts away. And then when they do get that one good attempt there before the end of the period, what happens? Absolutely botched up, and it's not because of Jack. Jack's the one who set it up.
I mean, Ted Brady in the chat right now, it is flawed. It's very flawed. It's like you have such raw talent on your blue line with Darlene. You have such a star forward and a star winger and Hall and Eichel. And you literally don't build the talent around them that, the
complementary pieces.
Yeah, complementary pieces to that talent, and you're trying to make players play outside of themselves, like Skinner. This fourth line roll up until now, why? And then it's just, and you keep putting Kyle Okposo out there, and just I would honest to God rather see Casey Middlestat. And I hate Casey Middlestat.
Yeah,
I'd so much rather see Casey Middlestat out there than Kyle Okposo. Sometimes you just have to.
Asplund on a regular basis. Asplund, when he's out there, he at least looks like he's trying.
Okposo's just collecting a paycheck at this point. That's what he's doing. He's collecting a paycheck. The guy's one concussion away from being a vegetable, and I hate to say it and sound mean like that, but it's true. The guy's been hurt so many times. He's it's time to take the whatever behind the barn and shoot it. It's just it's over, dude. Matt Molson his ass. Sign him, put him on waivers, do what you got to do. Just get him off.
Seriously, watching Kyle Okposo play is a lot like trimming your balls and nicking them over and over again. That's why we use Manscaped here over at Crossing Swords Podcast. They are the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. They obsessed over their technology developments to provide you the best tools for your grooming experience. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all your below-the-waist grooming needs. Use promo code TRAINWRECK to get yourself 20% off plus free shipping. That motor, over 7,000 RPM, has a nice flashlight on it, and that ceramic guard to protect from nicking those balls. Like I said, your balls will thank you again. Promo code Trainwreck. But yeah, this team is nothing less than a train wreck. I'm glad we're Trainwreck Sports. The Sabres or the Bills figured things out, and like it's weird covering them as Trainwreck Sports, but the Sabres at least keep it up for now. Dwayne, is there anything like you're optimistic for? Anything you want to see out of this team in the
Play
third
with
period?
desperation. You have to play with desperation, urgency, a sense of urgency. Like, just have that. Come out of the gates with that. Just play like your job is on the line tonight. Play like there are people up in the press box making decisions on your future with this team tonight. That's what you have to start doing, because they aren't doing that right now. There are certain players in this team who are, again, just collecting a paycheck. Like,
throw the net all over the white whale. He is unproven. He has an 870 career save percentage in his 3 games this year. Gives up over 3.5 goals on average. Dewey, I know it's your guy, but he can be beaten if the Sabres can figure some things out. Maybe Jack Eichel will have to knock a head off or two with a little right and the left combo, but maybe they can figure it out. Dewey, are you confident in your boys getting this one done?
Yeah, may I remind you guys what happened in the third period last night? Allowed 0 shots for the first time in team history, and that was the 4th shotless period in Sabres history. And again, the Islanders, in the third period of the season, have allowed only 5 goals in 14 games. That's the fewest in the NHL. So, yeah, good luck, bud.
Yeah, I know. I'm not very confident in it. They can't figure things out offensively in the beginning of games. How are they going to figure it out when they're tired off a 2-week break because of COVID? And Ted Brady, thank you for this point. Yeah, Colin Miller will not stop shooting the puck at people. This guy has I don't know if he put like a tracking chip in it or some sort of technology that shoots directly at Islanders players, but it either does that or it goes 50 feet wide of the net. Like, this guy does not know where the net is. I don't know if it's because his head is just down completely. Let's take a fake shot. Let's do something. Let's try something different. Let's hope they can figure it out. Let's hope they make this game at least somewhat entertaining. Let's see some effort. Give me something to talk about and not want to drink, our pain away about. Figure it out.
Speaking of drinking your pain away, I didn't know this, but I just had my groceries delivered and they had to scan my ID because I got a lot of beer because of this game. So I'll be watching the third period, having a little bit of some seltzers here. But
what if you weren't 21? What would they do? Bring it back?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's a way
Probably.
to check. But anyways, what I was going to say was, sorry, I had to step out there. But yeah, Ty, you're right. Like, Ted Brady made a good point earlier too. You can't have that many elite talents and keep saying the players are the problem. Like, someone has to bring these guys together and get them to play.
Exactly.
It's, at the end of the day, that's the whole point. So that was my last thing I just wanted to say was, this team has to figure it out. And if it's not Kruger, get him out of there and find someone. But,
I mean, I'll go behind the bench if I have to. I am the head coach of the JDH men's hockey team, the men's league team over there down at the Harbor Center. Shout out the boys. Also, go over to justdition.com, promo code Trainwreck, get yourself 10% off. Another plug while I'm good with it tonight. Let's get back to this game and let's hopefully we get some entertainment, because if I don't see it in the first couple minutes, I'm going right to that Jesse Pagula game and I don't give a damn.
Good point here. Personal friend of mine, former head coach, my assistant coach here, Joe Castrino, cycling in corners that no one in front is fun to watch. Hope we see that in the third some more. Me and Joey grew up playing hockey together. The guy isn't more spot on with that. It's just
a waste.
It literally, when you don't put bodies in front of the net, you're not willing. You don't have guys willing to fight those battles in front of the opposing.
Or get the shots through.
Yeah, you're not going to have success, and he couldn't be more right about that.
Exactly. Hopefully they get some shots through. Can we get some sort of entertainment, please?
So you had a bad day. You're taking one down.